Cheers! Hello, my name is Tilly.
And my name is Billy.
And together we are
the Mindful Sisters. And you are listening to
the Elevated Table Talks. So as you can see, Conspar is not here, just like I wasn't here last week. And instead we have my beautiful sister, Billie-Jay.
back again.
Back again as a co-host.
Round two,
but this time without Conspar, so Billy's going to be hosting it with me.
We're going to step in.
Gotta step in because Connie wants to go to yoga instead of doing the podcast.
What the heck is? I watched Wild Child yesterday, and it's the bit where she's sitting on the table and they go namaste.
But in what context? Who says that? I can't remember Wild Child.
They go, oh, it doesn't matter then.
Okay. So today we're going to be talking about what we most know about sisters, what it's like to be sisters, what our relationships like, what our friendships like, just all things sisters.
Sisters.
So let's talk about when we met. When did we meet?
At birth.
At birth.
At
your birth, not my birth.
Yeah.
Because how old? What's the age difference between us?
I don't know how old you are. It's the same as your birthday date.
You are so annoying. Okay, I am 23. You are 18. Quick maths.
5 years.
I was 5 when you were born.
Yeah.
It does not feel like there's a 5 age
That's
gap
strange.
between us. Because I feel like we're alike.
We're alike, but we're also very different. We're alike because you're not an adult yet, sis. You're still a youth.
A youth.
Yeah.
How?
You still got that mentality.
How? You always say this, and I don't understand how. I'm a youth.
When do you do
I live
adult
on my
things?
own. I pay bills.
Me
I go
too.
to work.
That doesn't make you an adult. Doing adult things is like going out and working places on your own and just doing stuff that's adulty.
What do you mean, working on my own?
Adulty, like, would you say if you got off a trip to go, say, on holiday, like to Japan, on your own,
Yes.
for a month, you'd go?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, not Japan, because I'm not too keen on Japan, but somewhere where it was safe and I knew it was going to be safe.
I'd like to go to Japan.
That's where I'm more adult, because I think ahead and I am safe with things and choices I make.
And I'm just like, okay, let's go.
So I am an adult. I can't believe you just said if you don't go on holiday on your own, you're not an adult.
Yeah, because you've got to be, I don't know.
Like, I can't.
You've got to be like confident to be an adult. You've got not confident, but you've got to be like, what's the word? You've got to be independent to be an adult. Do you know what I mean?
Me and you, I'm going to cut the podcast here and just punch you in the throat, because what the heckers? I am independent. I go to the shop on myself. Right.
Well done, sis. Well done.
You are putting me down for being me. Let's talk about our growing up together, our childhood. Me and Billy actually lived in different houses, didn't we?
Yeah.
Majority of the time. Billy lived
I'd pay an occasional visit.
and then she'd stay for 2 days and be like, yep, I'm not coming back
I'm
again.
out here.
You lived with our auntie and I lived with Mum. But then we'd go to Dad's together on the weekend.
That's when the arguments and the fight are.
We never used to fight.
Yeah, we did. Because I used to wrap the bed in sellotape and you used to show up.
So Billy, when she was younger, she was like a sellotape freak.
Addict.
She would sellotape everything. She'd draw a picture. She'd make anything out of sellotape. So if she was making like a mug, she'd put paper, wrap it with sellotape, wrap it with more sellotape. And then she'd wrap sellotape all on the bed, and we had like a double bed on the bottom and a single bed on the top, and she would just fucking whack sellotape everywhere. And it was so annoying.
I don't remember. I just used to get brought sellotape for Christmas. Everyone used to buy me sellotape.
Why did you use to
I don't
sellotape
know.
everything?
I just thought, do you know what the bed thing was? It reminded me. You know, at Christmas, you know, when you've got like tinsel wrapped around, it was in my head. That's all it was. It was like decoration.
But it's see-through. You didn't use like colourful.
It was a bright blue bed. It was,
Which was just shiny from the sellotape, even though it was steel, so it was shiny anyway.
I remember having that sticker machine, and you always used to steal it, and I used to read into my head. No, I had this machine, right, and it was a sellotape machine, and you used to have to draw something, and you used to have to wind it through, and you used to make it into a sticker, and you used to go, let me draw something, and you used to draw it, and then you used to pull the rolls.
Yeah, but the thing was, I was a good drawer,
and I was the creative one. I could have done with a sticker machine instead of sellotaping it.
But then
then I moved to blue tack. After sellotape, I then processed a blue tack.
Guys, you wanted to see our room at our dad's. It was a fucking shit tip.
I was thinking about this earlier. I thought Dad used to come in every Sunday and say, come on, let's clean up.
Yeah, because you
used every Sunday.
Come on, let's clean up now, Bill.
There used to be cut bits of paper everywhere.
Oh, and then what she used to do, we used to have a TV in our room, and she used to sit in the room all day, all night, and she used to watch the same film.
The same programme, over
again,
and over and over and over again.
And again.
And then you used to come up and go, oh, can I turn this off?
No.
Even
when she was asleep, it had to be...
on all the time. I still do that now. I still watch the same films. I hate watching a new film.
Why do you put it on? Just for, like, comfort?
Yeah. Like, as soon as I'm in the house, something's on. Or it's on
Doctor
my phone.
Who. Again, Doctor Who. Wild Child, that was the one you used to watch when
That's
you were
what I watched earlier.
That's
what I was talking about.
I know, but you can still watch it, even now.
Yeah. Benidorm, I know every single word, every single episode of every Benidorm series, every Gavin and Stacey series. Because I watched it over and over.
This is what I had to deal with as a child.
Okay, so my next question for you.
Next question you have.
First question. Okay, my first question for you is, what do I bring to you as a sister?
You are so self-involved.
No, I mean like...
So what do I bring to you?
No, like, what do you go... What connects us as a sister? What would you say
Blood.
Connects us? No, do you know what I mean, though?
Genetics. We're from the same people? No, okay. No, I don't know what you mean. Explain.
So, like, I'll give an example for you. So, to you, I'd say you bring to me, like...
joy, love, laughter, happiness.
A lot of love, because it's, like, spiritual love. It's not like, oh, I love you. It's like, love you. Love the energy. Love the life.
Love you.
That's what it's like. You bring a lot of kindness and peace. So, like, if I'm like, Tilly, oh my God, I'm having a crisis, you're like, what's wrong, sis? It's okay, sis.
Okay, I get what you're saying now. Okay,
do you know what I mean?
You bring to me motivation. What's the word? Self-deprivation? No, self-loathing, because I'm like, oh, I'm 23 and everyone had high hopes for me and I'm not coming through with them and you're coming through and everyone is gonna think little of me. But then, that's not my path.
Yeah. Everybody has their own journey. You have to just take your journey as it comes.
You bring...
Because if I could have my journey right now, tomorrow I'd be a millionaire.
Oh,
and would be living my best life. I would not be waking up thinking, I've got things to do today.
Okay, so you're like motivational, inspirational.
Yeah, but we have different goals. Like, my goal's to be living very comfortably. Yours is not that. You'd rather live in a cottage or on a farm. Do you know what I mean? So you wouldn't need to be like boom, 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 boom at such a young age. You wouldn't need to be like so far ahead. You can just have
I think it's because
a relaxed ride.
like when we were younger, everyone was like, "Oh my god, Tilly's gonna be so big and huge," and I'm like,
yeah.
pressure. Maybe people's pressure is what made me not want to do it. Basically, so
I don't want to be an actor.
I'm lost for words, but I kind of know. Like I look up to you.
But I look up to you in a strange way.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's because I'm your sister, big sister. I feel like
we had this conversation the other day. I don't see you as a big sister. I see you as just a sister. Where our other sister's the big sister of the group.
that was not what we said. You said our big sister is like the mom. And
Yeah, but I
I'm
feel
the
like
big
we're the
sister.
same age. George is the younger brother, and then our eldest sister is the elder
She's
sister.
old.
Yeah.
She's 50, going
The
on
bigger
60.
one.
So what kind of things do you think make us alike and not
Musical
alike?
theatre.
Musical theatre boys are mostly gay.
Theatre boys. That's what we bonded over. I feel like that's how we grew close.
Yeah, because so we used to attend the same youth theatre.
Oh, yeah, you used to attend the youth theatre. And then
I was
my
go-
sister
No. I was
interrupted
going
it.
to attend first, but then I saw Simon Pugh and I was like, no, I'm too scared. So I didn't. And then you started.
No, it wasn't like that at
Yes,
all.
it
Me
was
and Mum went and
like
watched
that.
Alice in Wonderland, and then Mum was like, "Why don't you join this?" And then I joined, and then yeah, you stick your hand in my nose one more time.
Mum said to me, do you want to join? I said no. And then she said to you, do you want to join?
Mum, the little snake.
So yeah, so Billy did 2 shows, and then I was like, I watched
I'll
the
give it a
shows,
try.
and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And then I joined,
And then she stole all the leading parts.
and
She just came in and interrupted everything and was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm just going to play a male, a female, an old woman, and a bit of anything."
but we didn't really talk before that, and actually during it we didn't talk.
Yeah, we didn't.
Like Mum would say to me,
You used to kick me out the dressing room. You'd be like, "Just go away. Just go back to your own friends." This was the nasty Tilly. This is the side that people didn't see.
it's the old me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I used to do your makeup, and
And she's, no. My mum used to ask Tilly to do my makeup before the show. This was before I came in MUA. She'd say...
before I came in MUA,
She said to Tilly, "Will you do Billy's makeup for the show?" And Tilly used to go, "Do I have to?" And then she used to storm down the stairs to me. And then she used to poke me in the eye on purpose just because she really didn't want to do it.
You've got big eyes. It was hard to do your big eyes, okay? I wanted to spend time with my friends, and you were taking that away from me. I had to get into the zone of being a bird
You didn't have a
girl.
part this time, hon.
I was a bird girl.
I was a bird girl.
When is that when we became friends? Like,
No.
No.
We became friends when I left.
Yeah, well, no. I kind of... Because I had some friends in your old friendship group.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, guess I'll have to put up with my sister then too. But then those friends weren't very nice to you, and then I got protective, and then that's when I started to get protective over
And
you.
then I stopped going, and then you still continued to go until you was too old and got told you had to leave. Yeah, but you haven't just... No, I think we bonded when we did... Was it Yen?
Yen?
Yeah, Yen.
We weren't friends before I was
No.
20. Really?
Yeah, we bonded at Yen because you was like, "Come on, sis, let's do it together, sis."
So basically, I did a show called Yen, and there had to be like back makeup, like a back piece in it. No, it wasn't, was it? It was psoriasis. You had to do
Yeah,
psoriasis.
on the back as well, yeah.
And I was like, oh, I know a makeup artist that will do it for free of charge.
My sister.
My sister. So then Billy came and did it with us, and then
And then I feel like because you was nervous and you was a bit like, "Oh, I feel a bit more comfortable because someone's here." And then I watched it, and then it made me really upset. It was really sad.
It was
really
ridiculously
sad.
sad, wasn't it?
But it was really good, and I was like, "Wow!" I was like, "My sister can actually do something. She's got a talent, man."
You didn't realise that when we did youth theatre together for years.
Well,
and
I
years and
just
years.
thought, you stood up against an average grade. Well, I didn't really pay that much attention, and then obviously I looked a bit more at musicals, and I was like, oh, you got to be good to do that. I just thought anyone could play a role. Do you know what I mean? Because I was so used to seeing like the same role done
in the same
accent,
way.
the same. Do you know what I mean? And then you was like, I'm just gonna be a man. I was like, what? So when did we have females as men in this performance?
Fat Sam's Grand Slam. What's your favourite show you've watched me in or been in with me?
Well, I liked Yen.
Is that the favourite part I've played?
I think I just liked the whole
scenario
scenario of it, yeah.
It was pretty...
It was good. I'm trying to think what else you've been
Fred
in.
and Ginger. Did you watch Fred and Ginger?
Yeah, I watched Fred and Ginger. I don't think that was as good as Yen, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because it was more relaxed, because she was a schoolgirl in it, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. I liked High School Musical, to be fair.
Miss Darbus.
I did like High School Musical.
I was so gutted when I was given Miss Darbus.
Oh no, he was like, I'm going to be Sharpay. I am going to be
I am going to be Sharpay.
She had a whole dance routine ready. She was like, I've learnt everything.
Me and
I'm
my
going to walk
friend-
in, I know the dance and everything. And then she was like, yeah, you didn't get the part, sorry.
Me and my friend, we used to get together on an afternoon and rehearse the dance routine to Sharpay and Ryan to a T. And then we auditioned.
You didn't get the role.
Didn't get the role. And then we were made to teach who got Sharpay and Ryan our dance routine.
Dance. Imagine doing that.
Me and Joe were gutted. But then I'm also pretty glad we got
Miss Darbus.
Miss Darbus and whoever Joe's character was.
It was the narrator.
The narrator, which isn't shown in the film.
But it's very Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What was your favourite show we did together?
I used to like the musical mashups.
I hate the
I
musical
liked
mashups.
the musical mashups because it was just a bit of everything. I was like, yeah.
I hate
Just
them.
cruise through them. I loved Zeusical, but you weren't in Zeusical. Yeah, you was.
We were the same part in Zeusical.
I think it was because I liked the set in Zeusical.
Oh yeah.
The set was like the big book at the start.
Oh, it was so cool.
I used to love that. You know, when it was the start of show week and you used to just walk through the door and someone was like, okay, just go through the auditorium. And everyone walk in, they'd be like, oh, look at the set.
Look at the set.
And then everyone used to be taking pictures and Simon used to say, everybody sit down. And everybody used to be like, oh my God, look at the set.
Yeah, Simon was our director. He was scary.
He was scary.
Well, once you got to know him, he wasn't scary. But on show week, oh my gosh, Simon Pugh, you are scary.
No, I think Jane was scary. Jane used to scare me on show week because if you was out of place, if you was talking in the wings,
Jane,
you would be shouted at.
Mm-hmm.
And you was like, oh. And it was people like you that used to tell us to be quiet. You used to be like, shh, we're trying to rehearse.
People that took it too seriously.
Yeah. And we was just having a laugh with our mates. Like, this was our social gathering of the week until he just was like, shh.
I did take it too serious. But then there would be times when we didn't. So me and Billy, we once did a pantomime together. And it was the first time we've ever done a pantomime. And
Oh my God, I remember this story.
So there's two things I'm going to tell. So the first one, on one point we had to have a prop on stage. I can't remember what it was. What was the prop?
It was a professional show as well, so
Yeah,
it was done with like professional actors.
And we had to, anybody that's watching that thinking of hiring me, I was 15, okay? Times have changed. Anyway, so we needed to get a prop on stage, and then we all got to the stage and we were like, shit, we forgot our prop. So we had to run back, like everyone was frigging
like running,
pegging it. They were pegging it back to get this prop from the changing room. And as I was coming round one corner, like full speed, Billy was coming around the other corner, and then we went whoosh. Billy's fucking teeth
went in your head.
Was that it? No. Was it my teeth in your head? My teeth went in your head, and my mouth was swollen.
And I had a massive lump on my head.
Yeah, and my mouth was like dripping of blood. And Billy,
bear in mind, we were crying.
But
we were that committed to this show.
We went on stage.
We just ran on the stage, and we were both there crying. People were really thinking, what has happened?
And bearing in mind, so it was like in the round, so there's people all around us, and we were right by them. So there was people looking at my face, and they were like, what the fuck? Why is she bleeding and she's on stage? And we was going...
But we were committed. We were like, we've got to do it. Some people will kill us if we don't get on that stage.
So after we got off, everyone was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And we had to sit there with like an ice pack on our mouth and our head. And then they were like, do you want to go on stage still? And we were like, yeah. And then...
we got to do the bows.
I think it was like the next week. We were in the... It was a scene, and basically we were playing robots people who had been hypnotised.
Yeah, so it was like dead straight face, no reaction.
And we just had to stand there with our arms down. And there was like all of the chorus were on stage, and we were sitting there. And then there was someone in the audience, and I think they had Tourette's. And they were copying everything the actors were saying. And bearing in mind, we were already in silly moods. All of us were in silly moods because we were like...
we'd been dancing around the dressing rooms.
We'd been having sweets.
But anyway, it was close to Christmas, wasn't it?
Close,
so it was like
and
Christmas
we
time.
were having time off school to do this panto. And we were stood there, and my friend, Leanne, I could see her shoulders going up and down. And I was like, Leanne, don't do this. Don't do this. And then I started laughing, and tears were rolling down my face, but we were silent. We were just silently like, and then Billy, the laughter sort of went around the circle, and everyone
started giggling,
and then Billy went and screamed. Of laughter, and then it set us all off. We were all laughing, we were all crying on stage,
and then we got really shouted at.
We got so badly shouted at because it actually ruined the scene for the actors.
Do you know what though? I'll never forget that scene.
No, me either.
It made my day.
It's like when you're in school and your teacher's shouting you and you're not supposed to laugh.
You can't help it.
That's what it was like, but 10 times worse because there was like
people
hundreds of eyes on you, and
bear in mind we did this show like 20 times, so we'd seen the scene. It's not as if we were interested in what was going on. We knew all the lines, we knew what was going to happen, so you really are just sitting there looking at the audience thinking. So they were just sitting there and we were just sitting looking and thinking at the audience, so we weren't really interested in what was going on. We were just sitting with each other kind of a bit like, and then when something goes on, everyone's like, I'm done, this is it. This is gonna go off.
And then I remember when we went to watch... So there was 2 casts. Cast A... Oops. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
And cast B... Oh, for God's sake.
Connie's going to kill you.
Cast A and cast B. And we were in cast B, I think. And then we, as our family, went to watch cast A. And obviously, we knew everybody that was in cast A because it was the other half of the youth theatre. And there's this boy called Joe Riley, and he's just like a bundle of absolute energy all the time.
24 hours a day.
And he was dancing in front of us, and he saw us. I
don't think I remember this.
And he saw us, and he was doing these dances, and he was putting more energy into it. And then he was laughing, and then he wasn't paying attention, and then he fucking went into someone else. Do you remember? He went into Jamie Foster. He wailed Jamie Foster. And then he flicked his foot in the air and his shoe went flying into the audience.
But he couldn't go in the audience to get it because he was in a scene. Then he went off stage and left his shoe in the audience. So we had to wait another song and another dance. Then he had to come back on, when we got to hide in the audience. And he had to run and get his shoe.
Oh, that was the funniest thing ever.
Oh God, that was so funny. Okay, another story I was going to tell. So we went on this one holiday, this one year to Tenerife for Christmas.
I have no idea what this story is.
And my nan came with us, and we're all just relaxing. She knows the story. just relaxing, you know, lying by the pool on the sunbeds. But anyway, she's just.
Oh God, go on.
We were relaxing by the pool. But anyway, it was quite busy because this was Christmas time, so there was kids everywhere, there's families everywhere. This idiot.
Let me give some backstory. So me and my friends started doing this thing where we'd go, oh my God, oh my gosh, just randomly, loud, and just, it was out of nowhere. It was just a thing we were doing. Carry on.
So we're all lying there having a relax. But anyway, my nan jumps at basically anything. And Tilly's lying there on the sunbed and she goes, oh my God, but like at the top of her lungs, like shouts it. And then she sits up and she looks around as if to say, who the hell was that? Like as if it wasn't her that just did it. And all of these people that are like in this pool start looking around, going, why is somebody shouting? My nan jumped out of skin and turned round and called her a stupid idiot. But that was
you stupid idiot.
That was at the start, and then it continued for the rest of the holiday in restaurants, in water parks.
Why did I forget I ever did that?
I used to love going to like water parks and stuff like that. You know, when we used to go in Tenerife and we used to go to Sand Park. Like
Yeah,
that, we only used to want to go to Tenerife just to go to Sand Park.
You are a very adventurous kid. Like when we were younger, we went to Tunisia, and so we were like 10. You were like 5. And there was a frigging, what's that, paragliding thing where you go into the sky and you, from a boat, you're in the frigging sky. So my mum went on it and then she asked me and my big sister, do you want to go on it? And we were like, are you off your rocker? No. Why would we go on that? And then Billy, 5-year-old Billy, went paragliding.
I want to go on it.
In the sky.
Yeah, I remember on that, right. So we were standing there waiting. And then the man started strapping us in and he got like this metal buckle and he flicked it and smacked me straight in the head. I swear to God. He hit me straight in the ear. My mum was going to kill him because she thought he just sent me death. It was like a metal buckle, you know, like a belt buckle. It was like that. And he just smacked it off my ear. I was like, really? I just remember like little things, like the man with the donuts at the water slides. I just remember, no idea where it is, which holiday, which hotel at all, but I just remember this man used to come round every single day and he used to sell donuts. It was like €5 and they used to be warm and really sugary, and Mum used to buy them every single day.
I don't remember that.
I do.
This is, so Billy.
And the one hotel that we used to have little cards.
The cards.
We didn't have wristbands. We used to have cards.
The cards with our little ID badge on.
I've still got mine.
So cool. Billy, when we used to go on holiday, she had this habit of making friends. So Billy would always make friends. Always with everyone. People didn't even speak the same language as Billy.
That was my friend.
And there was a friend. And we used to say, so what's the name, Bill?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't used to know the name. I just used to play with them.
She just used to play with them for hours and hours and hours and not ask their name.
Well, actually, the way I used to do it, I remember doing this. I just used to hang around them. I just used to play around them for a while, and then they used to be like, do you want to play?
Oh,
that's what I used to do. I used to look at people. I used to be like, which group do I want to go for? Because there was always a little few people together, so I was like, I'm going to go with that friendship group. So I used to just play around them, then they used to invite me.
What I used to do, I used to play on my own because I couldn't make friends, and then I'd hear someone speaking a different language, so I'd swim over to them and I'd be playing with, like, you know, on a pool where you have the drains.
Yeah.
I'd be playing with the drains and I'd be going to myself, pretending to be in the other different language to these people who are a different language.
You are
to myself. That's what I used to do.
I always remember there was one group of friends I never made friends with, and it really upset me, really bad.
When?
Do you remember when we went on holiday to the caravan with Dad?
No.
With Don and Kerry.
Yeah.
And we went on holiday with them. And there was like this big field thing. And there was like these 3 girls and like these 2 boys. And they used to play on the field every day. They were quite a bit older than me. But I thought I want to be their friend. So I used to go down, and I used to do like handstands and flip over all the way down the hill to try and get their attention to see if they wanted to play with me. And they used to play football and everything. I used to watch them, and I really wanted to play, and they never asked me to play, and it really upset me. It really, really depressed me.
Do you remember when we went? It was Dad's wedding in Cyprus.
Yeah.
And do you remember when we met a big group of friends? Peter Kay, and he looked like Peter Kay, and he was so fucking funny. And we used to make these.
No, I don't remember them. I remember looking at them, but I remember I made that group of friends that were like 30. And they used to, there were these group of girls, and they were like 30, and they used to put me on the shoulders, and we used to do the dances in the pool. I swear, there's a picture of me with them.
That's weird.
Honest to God,
that
it really is.
You make friends with literally
anybody,
everyone,
literally.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think our friendships got better as we've got older?
Yeah, because you've been nicer to me.
What do you mean?
You're nice now, so I can get on with you. Whereas if I used to talk to you before, you used to be like, don't talk to me.
Yeah, but I was a teenager. You went through a stage a few years ago where you were like that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Billy, you were a bitch. Was, still is.
Still continues to be.
No, you were.
I don't think I was that bad. I don't remember being that bad.
See, this is what I mean. You're in denial. I was in denial. I don't remember being that bad.
I remember this once. Tilly used to have temper tantrums, right? And
at college, they actually called them Tilly tantrums.
She'd fallen out with my sister, and we'd all had a big fight. And I went and hid under a nail desk that Rachel used to have downstairs. It used to, like, not a nail desk, as in like nails.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I went and sat underneath that desk, and I put a blanket over, so it was like a little den. So I hid in there. And Leafa was shouting or something, and you went and hid underneath the bed.
Oh my gosh.
And she'd put everything around her.
Oh, I'll tell.
Go on then.
I remember this now. We were on the way to Dad's, and when I used to go to my dad's, I used to sit on the Xbox from Friday till Sunday.
All day.
No one was
Wouldn't
allowed.
get changed out for pyjamas. We'd just sit there all day, all weekend.
Mm-hmm. Eating Doritos and dip.
Yeah.
And Dad had said, "Oh, I've got a new game." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, Dad." And Leafa was like, "I'm going on it first." And I was
just to annoy her. Like, Leafa never plays it.
No. I was like, "Don't think you are, Leafa. Back away." And she was like, no, I'm going on it first. And my dad was like, yeah, Leafa can go on it first. Let Leafa go on it first. And I was like,
Because Dad was thinking Leafa will be on it for like 10 minutes and Tilly can spend the rest of the night on it.
And I was like, no. No, I'm going on it first. And Leafa was like, no. And I was like, are you kidding me? Just watch.
World War III started.
Just watch. And I went to my dad's, and they were all downstairs. I ran upstairs. I hid under the bed, and I put all the stuff around me.
Like all the toys and things around us so no one can see her.
And everyone lost me. They were going out in the street looking for me. And I just lay there like, this is what you get for not letting me go on the game first.
I used to either hide under my quilt or hide in a den somewhere.
Yeah, you used to make dens.
Everywhere. Mm-hmm. In the bedroom. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't even walk to the bed.
Mm-hmm. And she used to talk in her sleep every single night.
I still do that.
It was so annoying.
Oh my God. So another thing about me, I have these really strange dreams. If anyone knows anything about dreams, please just message me. Because anything to do with murder, anything to do with killing. Like last night, right, I had a dream that this big massive spider.
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted.
That it woke me up and I panicked waking up and I was like, oh my God, get me out of this. And I literally got out of the bed because I thought there was a spider in it.
Oh my God.
So it literally turned in real life and there was a spider about this big, right? And it was crawling in the bed. So I literally jumped up, like knocked Will out like into the wall, got out of the bed. This is in real life. Got out of the bed and went, I can't sleep, there's a spider. And he was like, what are you doing?
To be fair, Billy, I'm not surprised because you watch horror things like
I don't watch horror films.
You listen to horror stuff like there's nobody's
Yeah, but it's real stories. It's like real missing people cases, real murder cases. This is what's going on in the world. Why do people not understand this? You need to know what's going on in the world. You need to know how to get out of the situation.
I do. Honestly, I've watched. I'm chatting
Me
shit
too,
about
I've
you
got an
now,
action plan.
but I've actually I've got an action plan too. I think about it. I think about where I'd hide in the bedroom. I'm not gonna say just in case. And I know how to like leave clues. Like if like leave clues. Just if someone's thinking me, gonna kidnap me.
Oh, you know how to leave clues so people know where you are.
Or know what happened to me.
Have you written a little diary to say?
No.
If I ever go missing.
No, listen. Just like
Okay,
take
so-
pictures. If you think someone's following you, take pictures.
Do you know what I... Do
Okay.
you know what I used to do? Right. Bear in mind, I used to go to school really early and used to come home really late because of my school was far away. So I used to watch my shadow when I walked.
Oh my God.
Because if another shadow was close, I knew that someone was walking towards me. And if I could see someone else's shadow, I'd walk where I'd be able to see the shadow. So that if someone started walking closer and the shadow got closer, I know that they'd be getting closer to me. Without making it obvious.
I don't like the way you're looking right now. You look kind of psychotic.
It's true though, isn't it? It's true.
Yeah, but you are being...
No, it's just you've got to be safe, sis. It's a scary world.
You can't live in fear.
I don't live in fear. That's why I don't go to scare fests because...
That's fake. No one is going to...
No, okay, Tilly doesn't understand this, and please tell me there's somebody else that does understand it. I have nightmares about people killing me and stuff like that, right? And then Tilly's like, yeah, just go to scare fest, just walk through a maze where people just want to chop you in half.
It's fake. People don't want to chop you
You're
in half.
telling me you walk through that going, it's fake, you don't scare me. No, you run through it screaming because somebody's chasing you.
Yeah, but that's the thrill.
So in your head you go, oh my God, he's going to kill me, he's going to kill me. And you start running like...
No, I'm thinking, oh my God, this is so funny.
No, it's not funny. What? I don't understand why people find it funny. Well, anyway, because I don't want to experience my dreams in real life till he thinks that I'm scared. Yeah, I am scared because to me that is like reality. That is like I would have a massive mental breakdown. I'll be like, that's it. I'm done with life.
Well, maybe if you stop watching these fucking horror documentaries.
What if, right, just what if one of these times, and I bet it's happened somewhere in America, one of those places turns into a real thing.
I'm going to tell you something now.
What?
Have you
bruised that? That was sharp.
No, I haven't.
It was like on my vein though.
Have you ever heard of McCamey Manor?
Yes, I have. It's
Okay.
a mess. How messed up is it?
That is so...
It's just a torture house.
Guys, if you've not heard of
Don't
McCamey
Google
Manor,
it.
don't Google it.
Don't Google
It's
it.
basically a real horror house where there's nothing is off limits. They torture you.
I had nightmares about that place.
It's horrific, and it's filmed and on YouTube. And people, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of waiting list people that are waiting.
You have to
do
sign
this.
like a waiver to basically
Yeah.
say that if they kill you, then
It's not my
can't
problem.
sue them. Yeah.
If they kill you, you can't sue them.
No, like other people can't say that's murder. You can't. Do you know what I mean?
You're
they
fully
can't.
responsible. For
Like you must be really psychotic to do that.
Yeah, I know. I completely agree. I don't think it's cool.
No, it's not. I wonder. Okay, let's take it to COVID. I know, a bit depressing, but I wonder what New Year and Bonfire Night's going to be like this year.
Billy, this is a podcast about sisters and sisterhood.
Yeah, but I think you should have a party.
I'm not having a party. One, it's illegal. Two, I can't be bothered. I don't have enough friends to have a party.
Got two sisters. Sisters
Are doing it for themselves. What else you want to talk about?
Oh my God, do you remember when you tried swimming and then just gave up? Okay. I'm a swimmer, okay, and Tilly was like, oh, I can do that.
I
wanna be a
wasn't
swimmer
like,
too.
I can do
She
that.
could.
I needed something to do because
So she was like, I'm going to go swimming too. I'm going to be part of the swim team. And then she watched me and she was like,
no, I was just scared of the swimming teacher and I didn't want to swim because I can't swim as good as everyone else, and I would have just mugged myself right off, and I was the oldest and I wasn't ready to mug myself right off.
was you not?
Of course I wasn't.
But it was
It's
okay
like-
for you to be 22 years old at youth theatre with 16-year-old. Maximum age.
Listen
Listen
to the song in my heart. Right, your swimming situation. No, actually, I've got nothing to compare it to. How do we keep a good friendship? Because some sisters don't have good friendships and they have bad relationships. So, what are the key?
I feel like, when people say, "Oh, I'd never be able to live without my mum," that's what I mean.
I have no idea what you just said. That was mumble jumble.
I said, when people say,
No, slower diction.
No, I'm not Connie Hun.
So you know
How people say like, "Oh, I can't live without my mum." I'm like that with my sisters. I'm like, oh. I'm like, what would we do if a new episode of Gavin and Stacey came out and I didn't have my sisters? What
That
would we
is
do
true.
without this meme that I couldn't send to my sisters?
That is true.
Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like that's when we communicate in the group chat when we're like, look at this.
So what's the key to having a good friendship with your sisters or siblings, brothers too?
I'd say bonding time, but we don't really have much bonding time either. We just keep in contact through text.
Yeah, WhatsApp. We have a WhatsApp group.
Yeah. I feel like that's very essential in our relationship. I feel like that's what brought all of us closer together, the WhatsApp group. Yeah.
And we sometimes have WhatsApp face calls too.
Yeah, they just happen on random times.
And also, our sister had a baby. So that brought us together, I think, the baby.
Definitely. And last Christmas was a good Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all just sat and watched.
I think Christmas time is the day when me, you, George and Leafa all come together as one.
Yeah, we'd never usually do that. Not unless we go on holiday or something like that.
We never all come
We
together.
usually see each other at different times. So
Yeah.
like, we'll see each other now. And then like I was with my other sister earlier.
Yeah, I was with...
And my brother the other day.
Yeah.
But I'd never see everyone together.
Apart from Christmas.
Yeah.
Or... No, not even
That's it.
birthdays. We don't see each other on birthdays. We see each other, but like Billy will come round, or I'll see Billy the day before.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So it's like we all see each other at different times rather than all together.
If you're with your sisters too much, then it's also not good. Because
Yeah.
if I was with you all the time, I would end up punching you.
Yeah, that is so true. I feel like another time, when you was on about how you keep a relationship with your sister, I feel like we bonded a lot when we did the film in Manchester.
Billy, why do you have... So we bonded here.
Because
like you've
it's
said
just...
about 5 different times.
Yeah, because it's just random times I think of and I go, like me and my sister was close at that one. Me and my sister was close at that
Yeah,
one.
like when we did the painting, the war mural, we bonded then through RuPaul and Billie Eilish.
Yeah, like whenever I listen to RuPaul, I think of that now.
Yeah, and whenever I listen to Billie Eilish, I'm like, painting. Because we both got this... No, we bonded. Let's, for a minute, stop and talk about Six.
The best musical.
The best musical.
It's so good. Like,
It's ridiculous.
it's so underrated. Like, me and Leaf was watching Tenable earlier on the TV, right? And there
Wow.
was Leaf turned around to me, she was like, you should know these. And it was like the 10 longest running musicals. And I was like,
Les Mis.
Les Mis. Yeah, that was
Phantom of
number
the
one.
Opera.
That was like 6.
Oh.
I know.
No.
There was like...
No, don't tell me. Les Mis, Phantom, Lion King,
Yeah, that's on there.
Wizard, the Wicked.
That's not on there.
Wow,
I know.
that is pretty new.
That's what I said. I said Wicked's
Mhm.
quite new.
Mamma Mia.
No, that wasn't on there.
No.
2 or 3 of them I didn't know. So I've never heard of that.
Okay, what was some more then?
I'll have to find what the answers were.
Okay.
But I was looking at it and I was like, oh,
Six.
I forgot where I was going with that story.
Forever. You were talking about Six.
It was, oh God, it was just the best musical I've ever seen. It's just one of those where you sit and watch it and you're like, wow.
Okay. Oh,
Blood
Cats.
Brothers was on that, yeah.
Cats, for God's sake. The Lion King.
Starlight Express, yeah, I had no idea what that was.
No, I've never heard of Starlight
I'd never heard of
Express.
it. And I was like, what?
Yeah, Les Mis is the second Phantom.
Blood Brothers, yeah, that was on
Mamma
there.
Mia.
That wasn't on there.
The Lion King, Starlight Express,
Chicago was on there.
Wicked
wasn't on there.
We Will Rock
That
You.
wasn't on there.
Billy
Billy
Elliot
Elliot was.
Thriller
Wasn't on there. Miss Saigon was.
Jersey Boys.
I don't think Jersey Boys
Wow,
was.
I didn't even.
I've seen Jersey Boys and Matilda wasn't on there. Jersey Boys was so good. The Book of Mormon.
So yeah, when we went to watch 6,
I didn't really expect it to be any good, to be fair.
I bought Billy. Well, it was last year. It was a year ago when we were on the way to that Halloween place, and I said to you,
oh yeah, the one that Leafa texted us saying,
you,
does anybody want to go to Screamfest this year? No, I do not.
Billy said yes.
I was traumatised last year.
I said to you, oh Bill, listen to this musical, I think you like it. And I think I put Ex-Wives on.
And I sat in the car and I was like, yeah, it's really good. It's really good, that is 6.
And I was like, yeah, you'll enjoy this. And then I was like, oh, because you started listening to it, didn't you? And you knew some of the songs. And I was like, I'm going to get tickets for Bill for Christmas because it's coming to Wolverhampton. And just before lockdown was when it was. And we went with my friend and we were sitting there, and every 5 minutes we'd turn to each other and be like,
oh my God, did you hear that?
We'd be like,
oh my God.
no.
What?
And we'd be punching each other like, oh my God, oh my God.
Oh my God.
And then afterwards we were just like, that is one musical I would watch every day.
I could watch it again. To be fair, there's not a lot of then again, there's a few musicals I'll sit there and I go, I'd watch that again. And then there's some that go,
yeah,
you've seen it once.
I don't think I'd watch Wicked again.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch Wicked again. I wouldn't watch Blood Brothers again.
I've watched that once and I can't really remember
I
it.
watched it and I know what happens.
Les Mis. To be fair,
I've seen Les Mis
watched
one too many times.
Have you?
Yeah. So I feel like it's one of those where I know the song, I know it's going to happen. I know the costume, I know the set.
Yeah, but that's what would happen if 6 was...
Yeah, but with 6, it's the energy. It's the...
Oh, gosh, I just want to be in 6.
It's just that bit
Cast
different.
me in 6.
The Lion King. Can we talk about that one?
All of them. No. Me and Billy have done
We've
two
split the roles, sis. We've done 3 and 3.
Billy's Anna of Cleves. I'm Anne Boleyn. You're Jane Seymour. And Anna of Cleves. You're the first one.
Ik ben Anna of Cleves.
Yeah. And then I'm the 5th one. And then I'm the 6th one. Because I Don't Need Your Love is my jam.
No.
Bread, butter, jam. I Don't Need Your Love is my jam.
Every single time she gets in the car, she has to play that same frigging song. It's so depressing at the start, and I'm like, do we have to listen to it?
Because then she's like Henry VIII.
Yeah, but
I Don't Need You.
There's the finale. There's all of those songs, but no.
When I was a writer, I wrote books and meditations for female education. So all my women can independently study scripture.
I even got a woman to paint my picture.
Why can't I tell that story?
Okay, let's change subject.
'Cause in his story, I'm fixed as... I'm so excited. I just love it.
What about The Lion King? Have you ever seen that?
Nope. But I did play The Lion King. I was Simba.
I know, I saw it.
That was my musical theatre debut.
Because I got trapped in the curtain.
What? What? You got trapped in the curtain?
Yeah, so you know when you was on stage, me and George were sitting by the edge of the curtain and the bottom of the curtain, and we got trapped in it. Stop it.
Swear to God.
That's Mum.
So was I good in The Lion King, or was
I remember. I just remember the
did
little
I just look
flappy paper, yellow paper on your head with the foam around your face.
That was so bad, wasn't it? I've got
and Mum kept it for like 10 years.
I've got
on top of the cupboard.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I've got pictures of that.
She was like, yeah, because Mum's sitting there crying. She's like, that's my daughter.
That's when I knew I'd be a star.
Yeah. Would you like to go and see Lion King? That I cried at that. It was that good.
Yeah, I do. I do. That's spit. Don't look at it. The Lion.
I thought, right, when I poured my glass of Vimto earlier, it had like cotton in it. Bits of cotton in the actual bottle, not even in the glass, in the bottle it was. Right, it happened twice. And I thought that's what it was. Oh my God, I've got a dodgy batch. He wasn't.
What was he?
He wasn't.
In your glass.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Forget it.
You thought I had
I was talking about the Lion King.
cotton in my...
No. Right. I had a big bottle of Vimto.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At home, right?
Yeah.
And a couple of weeks ago, I'd poured it in Will's bottle, right? And I was drinking the bottle. And then I looked.
Fizzy Vimto.
No, squash.
Yeah.
And I looked, and there's floating bits of cotton. And I thought, oh my God, I thought he hasn't even washed the bottle. What is this? Yeah, right. Then earlier, I went to pour some more squash in the glass. There was cotton floating round.
Yeah.
So it was in the bottle of squash.
Yeah.
Why is the cotton in my bottle of squash?
Cotton?
Yeah, like cotton on your clothes and cotton. I'm not even joking. It was like floating around the glass. So I had to chuck the bottle away. Serious?
It was probably just where it's been sat. Sometimes it gets
It
drinking.
was white. It's not, you don't get a white drinky stuff in a bottle of
And that's what you
Vimto.
thought it might.
Yeah.
You were thinking, oh, there's cotton. The cotton's followed me. Oh, God. What is this podcast?
Oh.
It's been a mess.
What I was talking about was would you go and see Lion King? Because I cried at that.
Yeah.
Like the opening scene, the tears were coming down my face. You're sitting there. Let me give you an example. So you're sitting there and you go, "Oh my God, it's starting!" Oh my, you know when you get
This is what me and Billy do when it's starting.
oh my God, it's starting, just like that.
Just like that.
But you sit there for ages looking through your phone, scrolling. You take a picture of the safety curtain. Don't know why you do that. Don't know why anybody does it.
Safety curtain, there we
Safety
go.
curtain.
I'm at Lion
Get
King.
set.
On the Snapchat. At Lion King.
At Lion King with a safety curtain, not the set. So people would have no idea where
idea.
it is. It just says safety curtain on the bottom. And then you're sitting there and you hear the music and you go,
The lights. And then you're like,
oh my god, it's starting. And then someone behind you's talking, you're like, shh, I gotta listen. And then you're sitting there and all of a sudden the music starts and it's like, and you're sitting there and you can feel it and you're like, oh my god.
and you're like, you can feel the...
And then you're sitting there, the safety curtain's gone up but the set's there and the stage still dark. All of a sudden these animals start walking in the audience and they walk past you and you're like, oh my god. They come down, you know where I used to call it the Queen's seat because I always used to think,
Oh, where the Queen's at the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there's like
think
monkeys
that's what
hanging off there, and then like they come down and they all fly around, these birds do on the stage, and then all of a sudden like this big massive, you know, like the edge of the cliff thing comes and rolls on stage and they're all climbing on it and they're all there and they all start jumping. It's so good. And I was like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And all the way through, you just look and you go, oh my God, like, just look at the legs. Like, they do, like, these leaps. Like, there's, I don't know what animal they are. They're like some deer thing. And they do, like, big, massive jump leaps across the stage.
Like people do it.
Yeah, because obviously it's people that are
doing that, yeah.
But, Jesus, I've never seen a show like that. Like,
I think...
everything about it.
Going back to 6. I've just got to, guys. If you've never watched 6...
6 and The Lion King are on the same level. You've never seen The Lion King, so you wouldn't know.
to 6 again.
You have never seen The Lion King, you would not know.
Yes, but
I could watch it 50
6
times.
women on stage. That's it. Apart
There
from
is an incredible puppet cast that can also sing and dance. Can you control a lion's head while you sing and dance? The head, yeah, of the characters is like on a little wire thing and it bobs up and down like this. And they're like this, and then the head's like that. You have to watch it to get it, I swear. Like when they're angry, I don't know what they do, like it's stuck to their head, right? And like the thing comes behind them here, so it's usually here. Then when they're angry, then they're like and it's like serious. I'll see if I can find a video on YouTube. You need to understand it. It's so good.
Do you remember when we went to watch Matilda? And it was what's the end song in Matilda?
We are revolting children.
That was not the end song.
It's a good song though.
The end when I got the end song, and it's not a sad song, and I remember sobbing. I was like, and do you remember? No, I forgot what I was going to say.
Do you remember when we went to London to go and watch Matilda, and then we nearly got kidnapped?
No. Oh, but
Yeah,
that dodgy
in that
hotel.
hostel.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was horrendous. So we went to this hostel, and it was...
Well, not even a hostel. It actually has a hotel. It was called the Golden Hotel. Don't stay there.
And then my mum went in, and she just never came out for ages.
No. So mum looked at the outside, and she was like, No, we walked into reception, remember? We walked through the door, and there was like a little corner desk with no chair or nothing, a pen on the table, and stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, what the hell? It was like a piece of IKEA furniture. And we're like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? Yeah. And then, like, mum was standing there. She was like... And when the man came down, and mum said something to him, but there was, like, a toilet. No door, no nothing, just a toilet on the top of the stairs.
What's that?
Yeah. And I remember looking at it thinking, that is so weird. And then mum was like talking to the man, and mum was like, can I see the room before we stay? And he was like, yeah, just give me a minute. And then mum had said to us three, she went, go and wait outside. She said, go and stand outside. And we were like, all right then. And then mum was like, if I don't come back out, call someone. And we were like, okay. Then mum, like, she told us to not stand by the door in case he like comes and grabs us. So she told us to like walk down the street a bit. So we walked down the street a bit, across the road, and we were like just standing there watching, thinking, oh my god. So my mum goes in this room, and she's thinking, oh my god. But anyway, this man's behind her, and he shuts the door. And she was like, oh my god, I can't stay here. And like, she was thinking, I'm gonna have to climb out the balcony. Like, she was gonna climb off the balcony to get out. I know. And then she was like, I'm not staying here. Because he was like, you've got to pay like £200.
Oh, yeah.
And she was like, oh my
I'm
god.
not paying.
Yeah. And then like, she came back out, and we were like, no, I'm sure she climbed over the balcony.
I don't think she climbed over the balcony.
I'm sure she said that she climbed it. Anyway, she got out, and she came and found us, and she was like, we're not staying there, we need to find somewhere to stay. So I remember we went in like all these hotels
I remember that.
in the centre of London, and was like, have you got any rooms for tonight for 4 of us?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, sorry.
We had to stay... That one we did stay in was dodgy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I stayed with your friend, and you stayed with mum.
Upstairs, yeah.
Oh,
And
God.
then mum was like, look at the reviews in the whole place. And I was reading all the reviews of this place. It was like the Golden Hotel. And it was like, never stay here. I was put in like the cellar to stay. And all this. It's dead. I was still reading it like a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, my gosh. Send it me. I want to read.
I will. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, we fully could have died.
We fully could have. Mum
Really?
fully could have.
I know.
I vaguely remember that, but shit, that's scary shit.
I remember that because I even remember what it looks like. I don't even remember the street it's on. If I drive past it, I'll be like, there it is.
That hotel. And this is where Billy's nightmares began. This is why Billy started researching.
This is why I have absolute nightmares.
This is why Billy started researching serial killers, because now she's become paranoid because of that.
Yeah, because what an experience. I was only like 13.
Younger.
Exactly.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I was not 18.
No, you wasn't.
About
You was
15.
like, yeah.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10.
Yeah.
No, you were in high school, year 7. So
Yeah.
12.
13, 14,
13.
15, 16. He was probably 16 going 17. That was so scary though.
Yeah, it was. I was in year 12.
That was the first time I ever went to London and got on a tube.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, guys, we've spoke for long enough. We're getting dry. So
I've told you a lot about our lives.
I've told you a lot. We had no particular guide on this podcast. We just spoke, and if it was pretty shit, then we're sorry.
See you next week.
We literally would see you next week. We were like, let's just talk about being sisters, and then
we kind of just off-guarded to our memories of our life.
Yeah, memes. So we hope you got more of a glimpse into our life. Billy will probably be on the podcast a lot in the future when me or Connie cannot be bothered to do the podcast. Billy will be here.
They were like, Billy,
do you want to do the podcast? So do you have any social medias you want to shout out?
At _Billie-Jay_X at makeup.Billie-Jay.
Paint?
With an IE with the Billy, by the way, not a Y. And at paint.Billy.
And all those ats will be in the description below or on screen now. We really hope you enjoyed. We just want to give a big shout out to these flipping cookies. And I think I've just broke it.
Oh,
we have a Biscoff cookie and I think white chocolate and lemon conspire.
But it's vegan.
They're both vegan. They're by Alicia again.
Oh, that smells banging.
We'll leave her at It's in the description too.
definitely lemon.
Are you going to try it?
I didn't think we was allowed.
Yeah, you're allowed now.
No, you're not taking a bite off it. Okay.
Do half.
Germs, sis, COVID.
They are stunning.
Mm.
Oh, it's just the right softness and
It's not
yeah, it's not like a it's a right, thank you for watching this absolute mess. We hope you enjoyed. Cheers! Oh my god, I thought we smashed it.